My beloved child, today you are here for a reason. This is no coincidence. In this moment, I, your Heavenly Father, invite you to pause and listen carefully to the whispers of my love. I see the burdens you carry, the prayers you've whispered in the quiet of your heart, and the longing for hope and direction in your soul. This message is my answer to your cries. It is a sign that a great blessing awaits you today, one that has been specially prepared for you. Throughout your life, I have walked beside you through trials, triumphs, and even the darkest nights. My blessings are not merely fleeting gifts, but eternal treasures, meant to ignite your faith and lead you toward a purpose beyond imagination. In this video, I will reveal how to recognize my blessings, why they are unique to you, and how faith can unlock even the most impossible miracles. Stay with me as I guide you through this journey of divine love, spiritual healing, and inner peace. Together we will uncover the supernatural plans I have for you, plans to prosper and protect you. If this message speaks to your heart, like this video, subscribe to Christian Philosophy Daily, and share these words of hope and inspiration with those in need. Let my blessings flow through you, and trust that today, a new chapter of grace and joy begins. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are blessed. Let us begin. The true meaning of God's blessings. My beloved child, do you truly understand what it means to be blessed? Many seek blessings in riches, success, or admiration from God's timing. Believing these things are the evidence of my love. Patience is one of the hardest virtues to embrace. Yet I say to you, blessings are not always powerful tools I have given you. They are gifts of the heart. Pray to me with a heart full of hope and love, expecting my answers to come swiftly. Let me tell you a story, but when the answers are delayed, your own life, doubt begins. There was once a man named Samuel who wondered if I have heard your cries or if I have forgotten you. Though he prayed, let me assure you, measured my blessings by what he could see. I hear every whisper of your heart, and my plans for you are unfolding, feeling as though others cannot yet see than he. As the years passed, share the story Samuel of Sarah became disheartened. Questioning my love and my plans for him, a blessing I had promised to them. One day, Samuel faced a storm that stripped away everything he had worked for. His possessions, faith was tested, status, and they wrestled with doubt, much like you might have, and cried out to me. But what they did not realize was that every moment of delay was in the silence that I spoke to his heart. Samuel, I have not forgotten, strengthening their faith, preparing you for aligning circumstances far greater than what the perfect fulfillment of my promise. Through when the time came, Samuel began to see what he had overlooked. Not only of joy, he noticed the family who loved living testimony, the health he had taken for granted, my strength I had placed blessings that come quickly may fade. He realized that my blessings, the blessings I prepare for you, and even when he was too blinded by comparison, they are crafted with care, shaped by child. And blessings are not confined to material wealth. They are the love of your family. Trust that my strength to rise each morning, even when it feels slow, that sustains you in the darkest of times. As written in Ecclesiastes 3:11, as written in James 1:17, everything beautiful, every good and perfect gift is from waiting. I am not coming down from the Father. I am working behind the scenes, arranging details. I know there are moments when you feel others cannot more blessed than you. But more importantly, the comparison I am working with a thief that steals your patience and blinds strengthening your faith treasures I have preparing your heart to fully receive what I have in store. Just as no two snowflakes are alike, I know the waiting is neither hard. Are the blessings. It can feel like walking through a desert. Trust that what I have given you is crafted for your journey alone. The desert is where I led my people to shift your focus, to draw them closer instead of longing for what others just as I provided manna from heaven and water from the rock, I will provide for you in your warm home. A friend, do not rush ahead of me. The gift of another day can lead to mistakes. These are not coincidences. Remember Sarah and Abraham's choice to act on their own, visible. Bringing Hagar into these blessings and multiply them. It created pain, kindness with those who need it. Lift up the weary, for my ways are higher than yours. In doing so, you will not only glorify me, but also unlock greater blessings meant in faith. Do not let doubt or fear take root. Blessings are not about what you possess. Use this time to grow closer to your heart. Through prayer, hold on to faith, for reflection is through faith. Celebrate the blessings my greatest gifts are revealed. For gratitude will sustain you. My child, the waiting will not last forever. And when the time comes, the blessings I reveal will be far beyond anything you have imagined. Hold on. Trust in my timing, for it is always perfect. the deeper meaning of God's blessings. My beloved child, do you know what it truly means to be blessed? Many of you search for blessings in wealth, fame, or the fleeting comforts of this world. Yet I tell you, my blessings go far beyond what your eyes can see or your hands can hold. They are treasures of the soul, eternal gifts that connect you to my divine love and purpose. Let me share a story, one that may feel familiar to your heart. There was a young woman named Ruth who faced great loss. Her husband passed away, leaving her with nothing but sorrow. Many would say she was cursed, but I was working in her life even when she couldn't see it. Through her loyalty to Naomi, her mother-in-law, and her unwavering faith, Ruth stepped into the blessings I had prepared for her. She met Boaz, a man who showed her kindness and protection. Through their union, I blessed her with a lineage that would lead to the birth of my son, Jesus Christ. Ruth's story shows you this truth. My blessings are often hidden in the midst of trials. When you face hardship, do not think I have abandoned you. Instead, know that I am shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. Think of a seed planted in the ground. It is buried in darkness, surrounded by earth, and must endure the waiting. Yet, beneath the surface, I am nourishing it, guiding its roots, and preparing it to break through the soil and grow into something beautiful. My child, you are that seed. The challenges you face are not meant to destroy you, but to help you grow into the person I created you to be. Remember what is written in James 1 verse 12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. My blessings are not always immediate, but they are always worth the wait. I want you to stop and reflect on your life. Can you see my hand at work, even in the moments that seemed the hardest? Perhaps it was the strength to endure a storm, the love of a friend who stood by you, or the hope that kept you going when you wanted to give up. These are my blessings, and they are proof that I am always with you. Do not measure your worth by comparing your blessings to those of others. What I have for you is unique, designed to fit the purpose I have placed in your heart. Trust me, for I know what you need and when you need it. Today, I ask you to open your heart to gratitude. Recognize the blessings that surround you and the blessings that are yet to come. Hold on to faith, for it is through faith that my greatest gifts are revealed. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are blessed beyond measure. Discovering God's blessings hidden in your life. My beloved child, have you ever paused to reflect on what it means to be truly blessed? Many of you believe that blessings must be grand gestures, riches, status, or a life free from struggles. Yet I say to you, my blessings often come in ways you least expect, wrapped in the ordinary moments of your life or even hidden within challenges. Let me share a story, one that may echo the longings and struggles of your own heart. There was once a man named Daniel who sought my favor in everything he did. He was faithful in his prayers and steadfast in his trust. But life did not always reward him in the way he had hoped. He was thrown into a den of lions, surrounded by what seemed to be certain destruction. Yet, in that pit of despair, my protection was revealed. I shut the mouths of the lions, and Daniel's faith shone as a testimony to my power. This, my child, is the nature of my blessings. They may not always spare you from the lions of this world, but they will always protect your soul and prepare you for something greater. Even in the darkness of your trials, my light is present, guiding you toward growth, strength, and purpose. Think about your own life. Can you see how I have worked in the unseen moments? Perhaps there was a time when you faced failure, yet through that failure, you gained wisdom, or a relationship ended, leaving you brokenhearted. But in time, you saw how I used that pain to lead you to something better. These moments are not accidents. They are my blessings in disguise. As written in Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. My love for you is steadfast, and I work through every season of your life to bring forth blessings. I know the world tempts you to compare your life to others. You see their successes, their joy, and you wonder why your path seems harder. But comparison is a trap, my child. It blinds you to the beauty of the journey I have planned just for you. Remember, my blessings are as unique as you are. They are tailored to your purpose and your calling. Today I ask you to look deeper. Look beyond the surface and recognize the blessings I have already placed in your life. The warmth of a sunrise, the strength to rise after a fall, the love of a friend who stood by you. These are my gifts. They may seem small, but they carry my presence and my promise. Let your heart be filled with gratitude. When you embrace the blessings you already have, you make room for even greater ones to come. Trust in me, for my ways are higher, my love is unending, and my blessings are eternal. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are blessed. Open your heart and receive my grace today, recognizing the invisible blessings. My beloved child, have you ever stopped to consider the blessings that surround you each day? Many of my children look to the grand and visible signs of favor, wealth, recognition, or ease in life, and yet some of the greatest blessings are those that remain unseen, hidden within the ordinary, or concealed in moments of struggle. Let me tell you about a man named Joseph. His life was one marked by hardship. Betrayed by his brothers, he was sold into slavery, falsely accused, and cast into prison. For years, Joseph could have believed that I had forgotten him. But even in those dark moments, I was at work. His trials were not the absence of my love, but the evidence of my plan. I was preparing him for a purpose far greater than he could imagine. Through his faith and perseverance, Joseph rose to a position of power, saving not only Egypt, but also his family and countless others. What seemed like misfortune was my hand molding him into the man he needed to be for the blessings I had in store. In your own life, my child, you may feel overlooked or burdened by challenges, yet I want you to see that every moment, even the difficult ones, carries my purpose. Perhaps there was a time when you faced rejection, only to discover later that it led you to something better. Or maybe you struggled with failure, but through it, you gained wisdom and strength. These are not coincidences. The gift of faith, they are my blessings in disguise, measure, preparing you for what my beloved child. Do you know the value of faith? It is one of the greatest blessings I have given you. Faith is not something you can hold in your hands, but it is the anchor of your soul, the light that guides you through life's darkest valleys. It is through faith that you draw closer to me, and it is through faith that my promises are fulfilled in your life. Let me share with you the story of Peter. One evening, as my disciples crossed the Sea of Galilee, a storm arose, and the waves battered their boat. Fear gripped their hearts until they saw me walking toward them on the water. Peter, filled with faith, called out, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." I said, "Come." With his eyes fixed on me, Peter stepped out of the boat and walked on the water. But the moment he focused on the storm instead of me, fear overtook him, and he began to sink. I reached out my hand, lifted him up, and asked, "Why did you doubt?" This, my child, is the nature of faith. It empowers you to step into the impossible, but it requires your trust to remain steadfast. When you look to me and not the challenges around you, you will rise above the waves. But when doubt creeps in, you may feel as though you are sinking. Even then, know this: I am always here to catch you, to lift you, and to guide you back to safety. Faith is not just believing in what you can see, it is trusting in what you cannot see. As written in Hebrews 11:1, now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. Faith is the bridge between your prayers and my promises. It is the key that unlocks the blessings I have prepared for you. In your life, there will be storms, moments when you feel overwhelmed, when the waves of fear and doubt threaten to pull you under. But I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Each trial you face is an opportunity for your faith to grow stronger. Like Peter, I am calling you to step out of the boat, to trust in my power and my plan. Do not fear failure. Even if you stumble, I will be there to lift you. Do not let the storms of life convince you that I am distant. Instead, use your faith to draw closer to me. trust that I am working in every moment, even when you cannot see the outcome. Today, I invite you to renew your faith. Look beyond the storm and fix your eyes on me. Know that your faith is a blessing, a gift that connects your heart to mine. Hold it tightly, for through faith you will experience my love, my grace, and the miracles I have in store for you. As written in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." My child, trust that my plans are unfolding in ways you may not yet understand. I know the temptation to compare your life to others is strong. You see their success and their joy and wonder why your path seems harder. But comparison blinds you to the unique gifts I have placed in your life. Just as no two sunsets are the same, neither are the blessings I designed for each of my children. What I have for you is crafted with care, tailored to your journey and your purpose. Look around you now. The breath in your lungs, the love of a friend, the strength to rise each morning. These are not small things. They are my gifts to remind you of my presence and my care. Today I ask you to open your heart and see with new eyes. Embrace gratitude for the blessings you already have. In doing so, you will make room for even greater blessings to flow into your life. Remember, my child, you are never alone. I walk with you, guiding, protecting, and providing in ways you cannot always see. You are loved, cherished, and deeply blessed. Trust in me, and I will reveal the abundance I have prepared for you. God's blessings, beyond what you can see. My beloved child, do you believe that blessings are only what you can see or touch? Many think that blessings are wealth, power, or the absence of trouble. But I want you to know that my blessings are much deeper. They are not always visible at first glance, but they are carefully woven into the fabric of your life, guiding you toward a greater purpose and eternal joy. Let me tell you a story of my servant Joseph. As a young man, Joseph had dreams of greatness, but his path was not what he expected. Betrayed by his own brothers, he was sold into slavery. Later, he was falsely accused and thrown into prison. For years, it must have seemed to Joseph as if his life was marked by misfortune. Yet, I was there through it all. Even in the darkest moments, I was working behind the scenes, preparing him for a blessing far greater than he could imagine. In time, Joseph rose to a position of great power, saving not only Egypt, but his own family from famine. What seemed like suffering was my plan unfolding, a plan to bless him and to make him a blessing to others. You see, my child, blessings are not always easy or immediate. Sometimes, they are hidden in the trials you face. When you walk through challenges, it may feel as though I am distant, but I promise you, I am closer than ever. Like Joseph, you may not understand what I am doing in the moment, but trust that I am preparing something beautiful for you. Remember what is written in Romans 8 verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. My blessings are not random, they are purposeful, and they are designed to strengthen your faith and bring you closer to me. Now, think about your own life. Have there been times when you faced rejection or loss, only to find later that those moments led to something better? Perhaps a door closed, and at the time it felt like a setback. But in hindsight, you see how that closed door guided you to a path filled with opportunities you would have never imagined. These are my blessings, my child, carefully placed in your journey to shape you, protect you, and lead you. Do not compare your life to others. What I have for you is uniquely yours. Each blessing is tailored to your needs, your growth, and your purpose. Trust in me, for I know what you need and when you need it. Today, I invite you to open your heart to gratitude. Look beyond the surface and recognize my hand in your life. Every breath, every sunrise, every moment of peace is my gift to you. Trust in my love, for I am with you always, and my blessings are far greater than what you can see. You are deeply loved, and you are never alone. Faith and gratitude. My beloved child, as you leave this moment of reflection, I want you to carry these truths in your heart. You are loved beyond measure, cherished by me, and blessed in ways far greater than you can imagine. My blessings are not always what the world values, but they are eternal gifts that nourish your soul, strengthen your faith, and draw you closer to me. Remember, the trials you face are not signs of my absence, but of my work in your life. Like the quiet growth of seed beneath the soil, I am preparing you for something beautiful, something beyond your understanding. Hold on to my promises, for they are unchanging. As written in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Let gratitude be the key that opens your heart to my blessings. Reflect on the gifts you have already received, the breath in your lungs, the love of those around you, and the strength to rise each day. These are my whispers, my reminders that I am always with you. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to share your journey in the comments below. Your story may inspire others to see my hand in their lives. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to Christian Philosophy Daily Heal. You are not alone, my child. Trust in my love, walk in faith, and embrace the blessings I have prepared for you. I am with you always.